free throws are good. Flames try to break through the pressure to get a shot at the buzzer. They go inside to Smuda. Smuda turns and scores as the horn sounds. Bella Smuda corner to Hess. Hess for three. Boom! Emma Hess, her third three-pointer of this first quarter.
The Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Fakes the shot, gets everybody to bite, takes it into the paint, floats it home. Beautiful move.
With Liberty and Conference USA, it's time for the Flames to rise again. Rise with us. Welcome to live pregame radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Liberty Lady Flames basketball is brought to you in part by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Liberty basketball is also brought to you by Carter Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Welcome to the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show, powered by Segra. Coming up, we'll hear from head coach Kerry Green. Plus, pregame analysis, starting lineups, and much more are on the way. Now let's go live courtside with the voice of Liberty Lady Flames basketball, Jamie Hall.
Hello everyone, welcome into Liberty Arena. The Lady Flames are getting ready to take on Christopher Newport. It is an exhibition game for the captains, but this is a game that counts in the standings for the Lady Flames. Christopher Newport out of Newport News, Virginia. They're a D3 school, a very good D3 school. 6-0 on the season coming into today's game. And we'll talk a little bit more about Christopher Newport as we go along today. As far as our Aqua Pro Series recap, this is the 5th time these teams have matched up, but it's been an awful long time since they played. The Flames are 3-1 against the captains. The last victory coming in 1983. Last time these teams played was 1983. Linda Farver was coaching Liberty at that time. So you have to go back in the archives, and actually it's so far back in the archives there's no stats from that game to tell you who was the leading scorer, who was the leading rebounder. That's how far back it goes. Again, the captains are a team that traditionally has gone to the NCAA tournament, has made runs, Final Four, championship game type runs. They've never won the D3 national championship, but they've come very close on many occasions. Again, we'll talk more about them as the broadcast goes along. Right now, though, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have head coach Kerry Green. He will give us our Alcova Mortgage keys to the game, as well as our Ortho Virginia injury update. I know a lot of people are curious about that and concerned about Caroline Shirey, who went down with an injury at the end of the Flames' last game, a loss out at Grand Canyon. We'll take a break and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount, up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
At Carillion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carillion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit carillionclinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carillion proud.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic? 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
You're listening to Liberty Basketball and the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Our pregame coverage continues with the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green, presented by Earthright Mid-Atlantic. Once again, here's Jamie Hall.
Well, Coach, a marathon week is coming to an end. Started off in Baltimore, Maryland, ended up in Phoenix, Arizona, and sounds like a Johnny Cash song. Now you're back in Lynchburg, Virginia. I know most of Flames Nation, before we even get started on this game against Christopher Newport, want to know what the status is of Caroline Shirey, because I know there was a lot of concern at the end of that game out in Phoenix.
Yeah, nothing really medically has been confirmed yet. So if I say something, I could be way off base, but she will not be available today, and she will be seeing the doctors on Monday. So, Jamie, there'd be speculations, so I'm just going to leave it. She's injured. She's not even available, and some uncertainty there. We'll find out Monday or Tuesday, or when MRIs come back, but it appears to be a near injury. I'll say no more than that, and other than she's unavailable today, and it'll just be a guess at this point in time.
She's such a positive influence on the team, on the bench, in the locker room, when she does get out on the court as well. I know that had to be tough on her teammates to see.
Oh, yeah. We were watching game film yesterday, not specifically to see her injury, but, the last clip to me was that impacted me was the very last clip. And you could see her checking in the game, and her injury occurred 2 seconds later. And she did an outstanding job in her 2 seconds. I'm not trying to build her up or anything, but she had a job to do, a free throw stunt, and she did her stunt and got the rebound, and consequently the injury came after that.
Looking, I guess, back first, not the game you wanted against Grand Canyon. Some lessons learned from that game. You mentioned the film study.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, we just didn't bring a lot of grit. We were I feel like we were beaten in every category that's very, very important. Rebounded, and we were beat. Turnovers into points. That really hurt us, and defending, they got more than their average. So we seemed like we were a step or 2 steps short or slower, and definitely felt like we sort of got bullied around, and all of that's disappointing the players are disappointed. Can you blame it in fatigue? Commercial travel. We can make all kinds of excuses, but you gotta show up and play. And the resources we've had, where we're staying and when we're eating, we're doing everything we possibly can to put them in a position. And sometimes they've got to come out and they got to play it regardless of what the conditions are. If it's stacked against us or bad call here. It was a tough game to coach in, and because of foul trouble, changed things up. Ended up setting some people because of the foul trouble. At one time I had 2 4s in. It was Elizabeth and Ping, and they both are pretty good. And I don't have a problem with that type of lineup either. Just that I didn't have a sub for either one of them. And, Ping, she got fatigued. We got Brooke Moore, who's really coming along, really playing well. I had to go with both Brooke Moore and Ping longer than I normally would. They're both coming off of injuries. Fatigue set in. It just didn't look too good there. Not to overlook a young lady that had an outstanding game, Trinity San Antonio, who is, I've seen her for the last couple years, seen her years ago in the AAU circuits during the summer. A girl that really loves the game of basketball and trains and trains and trains and trains. I think she had her career game of her life against us. She had 17 assists. Now I look back at them. Some of them, yeah. So the player maybe caught it and dribbled 2 or 3 times. They gave her an assist on it. It is what it is. We'll put it this way. She was involved at least 17 times on somebody scoring. And out of those 17, 5 of them were threes. That's 15 points. The other 12 was 2-pointers, maybe a 3-pointer from a foul, but just say 24 and 15 is 39. And the young lady got 21 points herself. Jamie, she contributed 60 points. We only scored 50. That's a All-American number. And glad we don't have to play her again. She was, I think, already preseason picked the conference player of the year for reasons. And, we'd beaten them twice. It looks like, and they're moving to another conference. It was probably going to be the last time we play them in years. So it was, they were waiting for us. We didn't play an A game, need to play a game, and one young lady just had an outstanding game. And it is what it is. We got to move on. You know the 24-hour rule. Okay, we win, we'll eat Krispy Kremes for 24 hours. After that, we're back on the diet. Okay, and it was a rough, long trip. 5 hours just busing, 5 hours plus flying, and all the things in between. 2 hours. I can make all kinds of excuses. We just got to be grittier, and unfortunately, I've got to help them out more with the substitutions. But wow, we got in foul trouble. I didn't have a quite. That was game plan D after A, B, and C, and you got to win when that happens. So it's good to get back home. I think we landed about 1:30 a.m. and got home about, I think I crawled in bed at 3:40 a.m. And we've tried to rest, get range of motion. It's always good to come back home and play at home, but we're probably still feeling it a little bit, but nothing that a good win take out a bad taste of a loss. So we have this opportunity to, bottom line, to give our best with the right attitude, or best physically effort, just to glorify God and feel the joy of doing that.
Let's get a quick thought on Christopher Newport. Normally you play a Division III school, you go, oh, here's a chance to play a cupcake, but this is a team that goes to NCAA Final Fours on the regular basis.
Yeah, their head coach, Bill, I will talk to him here in a little while, but outstanding guy, smart guy. You don't win not knowing anything. He does a great job recruiting. Greatest thing he does, I think, he manages people. He manages a program. I mean, they're 7-0, and they traveled to Seattle and played Puget Sound, and it was in a tournament out there. And how in the world does that happen? You know, the guy he's been Division I coach. He's just a great attribute to women's basketball and to coaching altogether. So he got a great big personality, and their program is, you look down there and there's, I don't know how many traveled today, but overall his roster, he's got like 18 on the roster. He probably manages, well, I know he does, he manages, like a C team that may play locally, and he just does a great job at managing people. He's the one you want to hire. Maybe Trump will call him up and say, look, I need you to do something in my cabinet here or something, okay? But Bill's just a great guy. He's been begging to come down here, and hindsight that maybe you knew you didn't know, Jordan Hodges' sister played there. And so this is sort of special to her, and I'm looking over there. I think I know she'll have family here. I think that's Mama over there, but again, it's on the other side of the court. But
should be fun.
Let's get this show going.
Sounds good, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Okay.
As head coach Kerry Green, we'll be back with the relevant law tip right after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPros 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local buyer.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank & Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank & Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank & Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Turn up the heat Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Fostering warm moments for 100 years, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters, Foster does it all. Visit fosterfuels.com or download the app to order fuel, pay your bill, and more. Get the customer service you deserve and turn up the heat with Foster Fuels and the Liberty Flames.
This broadcast of Liberty Lady Flames basketball is authorized under rights granted by Liberty University to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and Liberty University Athletics. The announcers are selected by the Liberty Flames Sports Network and approved by Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. It's game time. Live radio play-by-play coverage of Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is brought to you by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Carter Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Now let's go courtside for the call of the game. Here's Jamie Hall.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. The Lady Flames getting ready to take on Christopher Newport. The starting lineups have been announced. Let's pass those along to you quickly. For the captains, they have Gabby San Diego. San Diego wears number 3, a fifth-year player out of Lorton, Virginia. Then you have Sydney Sherman, number 4, graduate student, 6 foot tall, out of Crozet, Virginia. I don't know if I've ever heard of that before. San Diego, I don't know if I mentioned, she's 5'1". Camille Malagar, she wears number 5, a 5'6", fifth-year player out of Elk Ridge, Maryland. Hannah Kaloy wears 23, a senior, 6'1", from Herndon, Virginia. And number 25, Alexia Lindsay, 5'9", senior from Virginia Beach. The Flames have their normal starting lineup on the court. We'll tell you those players in a moment, but we're underway. Liberty wins the opening tip, and they've got the first possession of the game. In the far side corner to Boone. Boone's three-pointer's off the mark, but Liberty's able to get the rebound. Looked like that was tipped over to Smuda. I'll see who gets credit for the board, but Smuda gets 2 points, and we are underway. Christopher Newport quickly back the other way. They get a chance for a layup attempt, but the shot from Sherman is off the mark. The Flames with the board. They come back up court. Hess to the top of the arc. Boone, far wing. Ayas Dodish, her pass is in the corner now on the near wing to Hess. She steps into the middle, bounces it across to Boone for 3, off the mark, and Christopher Newport gets the rebound. Catch your breath now, because you're not going to get to catch it very many times during the game. Newport back up the other way, and an interior feed to Sherman. On this occasion, she's able to score and tie the game up at 2 apiece. Liberty back on offense. Top of the arc, Ayas Dodish. Liz gets it to Boone. Boone off of a screen, goes towards the top of the arc, pulls up from just inside the three-point line, front rim, and off the mark. Rebound to the captains. Captains, I think I misspoke during pregame, 7-0 on the year. They've actually played a game since the notes that I had in front of me, and they won that game as well. Three-pointer top of the arc is good from Camille Malagar. Malagar averaging almost 12 points a game, and they're going to say it was a 2-point basket. So 4-2, Liberty attacks the other way. Hess, nice feed into Ayas Dodish. She's able to score on the far side and tie the game at 4. Now a kicked ball. So slow the pace down at least for a moment. Both teams have led by 2 in the early going. And this, again, you see Division III school, you see the fact that this is just an exhibition game for them, and you think, okay, this isn't, this will be an easy win. Don't expect that. This is the number 5 team in the country in Division III basketball. Inbound pass right back into the hands of Malagar, and she's able to knock down a 10-foot jumper. I don't know if that hit the net. That pretty much just went straight through the bottom of the basket. Pressure again for Christopher Newport. Flames able to break through it. Taking it the length of the court is Jordan Hodges. She missed the shot, but Ayestadish is able to fight away the rebound. Gets it back to Hodges. 3 in the corner is off the mark, but Boone tips the rebound to herself and resets. Flames with a third chance on this possession. Ayestadish going to drive towards the hoop. Goes all the way in. Scoops and scores. Nice move by Elizabeth. Liberty's tied the game up at 6 apiece. Christopher Newport quickly back the other way. Malagar outside to San Diego. Now a pass. I should say San Diego takes it herself, but missed the shot. Came up short. And the Flames, Smuda gets the rebound. Hodges lost the handle, out of bounds. Liberty with the turnover. This Christopher Newport team forces 34 turnovers a game. Say that again. 34 turnovers a game in a 40-minute game. Now, if you look at the competition, they've been playing Division III schools to this point. This is the first time they've had to match up against a Division I squad, so you wouldn't expect that they would be able to continue that pace, but they do turn you over like crazy. To the top of the arc, Elizabeth Creed, who had just checked in, missed the shot. The Flames get the rebound. Smoot is being harassed in the back court, and Liberty's only going to have 3 seconds to get it across, and it's stolen away anyway, and then out of bounds. Oh, but fortunately for the Flames, it goes off of Malagar, so Liberty will have another chance. They were stuck back behind the wrong free throw line. It was going to take a pretty good baseball pass to break the 10-second count anyway. And now we're going to get another Liberty turnover. This baseball pass was picked off. Christopher Newport had it, and then a foul called against Hess. She was pretty much put in no man's land after the pass was stolen away. She was just in the wrong place at the wrong time to pick up the personal. 6-6 the score, 6:40 to go, and we've already seen multiple substitutions for Christopher Newport, including a new point guard, Haley Kellogg, running it at the top of the arc. She gives off to Emma O'Connor, who's also new to the game. Pull-up jump shot is good, and Christopher Newport retakes a 2-point lead. Both teams have led by 2 on a couple of occasions. Flames break through the pressure, get it to Hess. Hess is going to take a 3-pointer, in and out. Smuda with the rebound, and her putback's good. Ties us up again, now 8 apiece. Captain's back on offense. McKenna Snivy goes down low to Mia Wilson. She had her shot contested. I don't know if it was blocked. She missed it either way, and the Flames get the rebound. Back up court quickly, Boone. Bullet pass into Smuda. She faces the basket, now works towards the far side and scores. Bella Smuda. Flames definitely have a height advantage. Christopher Newport wants this to be a high-scoring, fast-paced game. They already have it in their offense, and Haley Kellogg's jumper banks off the mark. Ayestadish with the rebound, gets it up to Boone. Boone cross-court pass to Hess. Hess takes a 3-pointer, in and out, but an offensive rebound by Ayestadish. She scores, and the Flames have a 4-point lead, and a timeout will be taken by Bill Broderick, the head coach of Christopher Newport, in his 12th season at the helm. Again, a program that has had nothing but success in recent years at the Division III level. Broderick, 289 wins and 44 losses in his 12 seasons at CNU. With that timeout, it will go to a full media timeout, and we'll take a break as well. We've got 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Liberty 12, Christopher Newport 8, here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my Good Feet story, how I love my arch supports so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
12-9 Liberty the lead. It was 12-8 when we went to break. But the shot that I think we originally thought was a three, and they only put 2 points on the board. Now they have confirmed that it was a three for Christopher Newport. So that changes, I guess, the runs in this game to this point. I think it changes the largest lead that Christopher Newport has had, because up to this it was three. I'm sorry, it was two. Now I think that point got added back in, and I think at that spot the score was maybe 4-2, so it should have been 5-2. So yeah, Christopher Newport has had a lead as large as three. The Flames' current lead is three, so that's their largest. Before the break, it would have been 4. So I do a little bit of bookkeeping, and we're good to go again. This captain squad, they have 19 on the roster. By far the largest roster we've seen this season, and maybe the largest roster we've seen. That may be the largest roster I've ever seen. And they've played 18 of those players. So it's not like, oh, you've got 19 and 5 of the girls never dress out. They've got 18 players that have picked up stats this season. Captains with the basketball after the timeout. Clock is rolling with 5:07 to go. They'll try a three-pointer on the near wing. Snively is off the mark with it, but an offensive rebound for CNU, and they'll reset. Rebounding is an area that the Flames certainly could take advantage of because of the height difference, and they have so far in the game, but an offensive chance here for Christopher Newport as they go back on the inside. Snively missed, and another offensive board, and this has got to be absolutely frustrating for Coach Kerry Green across the way. Free throws ahead. Now, Hannah Orloff is at 6'3", so she is in the neighborhood of the Flames posts that are defending her. In this case, at the moment, Emily Howard at 6'5". So 6'3", 6'5", not a huge difference, but across the board, the Flames have height at just about every position on Christopher Newport. First free throw is good. It cuts it down to a 1-point game. Orloff, who's averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds off the bench, hits the second free throw as well. 12-11, Flames with the lead. Emma Hess will check out of the game. Peen Steenbergen is in with Anna Barboza, Asia Boone, Brooke Moore, and Emily Howard. Nice feed underneath from Brooke Moore to a cutting Steenbergen, who was able to bang it home, and the Flames lead by 3 again. Christopher Newport quickly back up for a three-pointer. It's off by Snively, but another offensive rebound pulled in from Orloff up to the top of the arc. Long two, misses to the right. McKenzie, Flames with the board. Moore, Steenbergen for 3, off, and the rebound is tipped outside. Steenbergen will get another chance, gives up top, and eventually around to Moore for 3, off. And Boone with the board outside to Steenbergen. Back over and around to Bedoza. Inside to Moore. Moore's shot rattles out, and the Flames not able to get another chance. They were looking for a fourth offensive rebound on that possession, so you can tell the shooting percentages are going to be pretty low at this point, but the rebounding is good for Coach Kerry Green's squad. I think he would rather the shooting percentages be a bit better. Back on the opposite end, driving towards the hoop is Snively. It's knocked away from her, but I believe there was a foul called, I think. We do have a little bit of foul trouble in the game, as Emma Hess did pick up a second personal foul. So she's had to check out of the game. Now Asia Boone will come out. Smuda comes back in for Howard. Jordan Hodges also has returned to the game. Christopher Newport with the basketball. At the top of the arc, Kellogg. She'll give off to Dacos, who just checked in. Katrina Dacos on the near side to Kellogg, and Kellogg's long two is good. (14-13) Liberty. Pressure being shown by Christopher Newport. Nice pass ahead by Hodges to Avery Mills, who had just come in. Now on the far wing, Steenbergen bounces it back to Hodges. Hodges is going to drive. Lobs it near side to Mills. Now deeper in the corner to Moore. Moore into Smuda, and Smuda's able to score. Throw in a cat in a hat. You got yourself a rhyming book. Unintentionally. Kellogg back on offense for Christopher Newport. They trail by 3 into the middle. Dacos outside. Crump. Crump will bounce it back to Dacos. Dacos cut off by Mills. Out to the exterior to Kellogg. Kellogg's going to just have to force up a long three-pointer. It's out of bounds, and it'll be Liberty basketball. 2:11 to go, first quarter, 16-13. Flames with the lead, and even though this is a pretty hyperly paced game, still not to the level that Christopher Newport is used to. They're putting up about 84 points a game. If you just tuned in, this game is considered an exhibition for the captains, but a game in the standings for the Flames. Liberty having a little trouble, just gets it across half court in time. They find Moore. Moore will get a three off and connect. Brooke Moore with the first three-pointer of the game for Liberty. Flames had started 0 for 7 from behind the arc. Liberty 19, Christopher Newport 13. Back on offense for the captains. Caitlin Crump had it knocked away from her and out of bounds. Now we're going to see Emma Soldis in for the first time for Liberty. Brooke Moore will get a rest. Flames trying to match the substituting of Christopher Newport. The inboard to a Crump is partially blocked. The Flames get the basketball as well. Back the other way, driving to the hoop is Hodges. Hodges is able to kiss it off the glass and in. Liberty 21, Christopher Newport 13. Captain's back on offense quickly. O'Connor in the middle, has to go around Smuda and somehow scooped it in. Outstanding play to cut the Flames lead down to 6, but Liberty's going to go back the opposite way. A pass off to Smuda. Smuda lays it in. There's going to be a blocking foul that may wave off the basket. So after the dish, there was contact that was called a block on Christopher Newport. Smuda then scored after the pass. The question will be whether or not the shot took place before the foul. It's going to be very, very close. Was she in the act of shooting as the contact occurred? You wouldn't think that there would have been enough time to dish, crash, it'd be called a block, catch, and score, but it was close, and they're going to take a look at it. So this will either be Flames basketball inbounding, because that was the first foul called against Christopher Newport. The foul was on the floor. But if the foul happened as the shot was being taken away from the foul, then the hoop would count and Liberty would also have the ball inbounding. Our three officials for today's game, Chelsea Harris, Dustin Smith, and Gabrielle Mortis, are taking turns looking at the monitor. Across the way, our location is on the opposite side of the court from the scorers table and the benches. Slightly more on the Christopher Newport side. So they're almost directly across from me. Liberty's more of at an angle to my left. No pep band for today's game, but we do have the cheer squad here for Liberty. And not a bad crowd on hand for a Saturday afternoon post-Thanksgiving. Actually, I would say a pretty good crowd. And a good handful of folks have made their way up, and they're wearing the Christopher Newport blue. Christopher Newport, kind of a royal blue color with white numbers. Flames in the home whites with red numbers and baby blue trim. They're going to say that, well, what are they going to say? The foul was against Crump, and they're going to say the layup is good by Smuda. So give an assist to Avery Mills. Mills was fouled after passing the ball. Smuda released it quickly enough that the score counts and Liberty leads 23-15. They'll also have the basketball because of the foul. Smuda inbounds to Ayas Dadish. Now up top to Hodges. Hodges takes a couple of dribbles, looks postward, double team for a moment, dumps it into Smuda. She squares up, takes a dribble, works her way into the paint, forces a shot, missed it, got her own rebound, and sticks it in. Flames continue to do well on the offensive boards. Under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Christopher Newport will take a three-pointer. It's Lindsay. She's off with it, but an offensive rebound for the captains. And Malagar will reset. She goes cross-court to O'Connor. O'Connor underneath the hoop. Has to go reverse. Almost got the shot to fall. Very creative play by Emma O'Connor, the 6'1" freshman. She had Bella Smuda on her. Missed the shot, and it eventually went out of bounds to Liberty. Flames can hold for the final attempt of this first quarter. They get it across to Soldis. She's going to take a three-pointer, though. It's off, but offensive rebound to Ayas Dadish, and she's able to all-in-one motion score. Liberty 27, CNU 15, but there will be now 10 seconds for the captains to try to answer. Dribbling at the top of the arc is Malagar. She has Mills on her, down to one. Forces it up on the near wing, and it is off the back rim. As time expires on the first quarter of play, a solid ending to the quarter for the Lady Flames. This was a 14-13 game, and now it is 27-15. So you do a little quick math, that is a 13-2 run for the Flames over that stretch of time. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Let you know how we got to this point as we continue on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haleys.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
After a little bit of a slow start, Flames actually trailed by as many as 3 points in the first quarter. They now lead 27-15 after one, ending up on a 13-2 run. Statistically for the Flames in the first quarter, shooting 52% from the field. Christopher Newport 30%. Liberty was only 1 of 9 though from behind the arc. The captain's 1 of 5. Flames didn't shoot a free throw. CNU was 2 of 2. Liberty with only 3 turnovers, and considering the team they're facing averages forcing 34 a game. You'll be happy with that. 1 turnover for CNU. Rebounding was 19-7 in favor of Liberty, but Christopher Newport did get 4 offensive rebounds. Flames had 9, scored 12 points off of those offensive rebounds. 12-2 advantage in that category. Points in the paint, 24-4 in favor of Liberty. Bella Smuda has 12 to lead everybody. 6 of 7 from the field. Elizabeth Ayestadish has 8, 4 from the field. Malagar with 5 is high for Christopher Newport. It will be the captain's basketball as we get back underway. They go from right to left. Jumper from 15, O'Connor. She was contested by Smuda. The shot comes up short. The Flames get the rebound. They go down in the corner to Claudia Athene, who has just checked into the game for the first time. Now to Boone. Boone's three-pointer is good. Asia Boone from downtown, and Liberty now leads by 15. And that continues this run. It's now a 16-2 Flames run. Christopher Newport back on offense, and on the drive was Lindsay. Her shot wouldn't fall, and then I guess it wouldn't fall through the basket. It did fall. We didn't suspend gravity. Shot wouldn't go in. And then she got the ball back, but she was standing out of bounds. So Flames will have it. They come up court. Ayestadish over to Moore. Moore crosses it over. Has to bounce it back outside to Athene. She had, well, now they do find Liz. I was going to say, Ayestadish was wide open under the basket. Athene didn't see her. She passed in the corner to Moore, but Moore did see Ayestadish, who continued to be wide open, and the Flames lead 32-15. Back on the opposite end, jump shot by Lindsay is blocked by Moore, but an offensive rebound will kick it outside to Kaloy. Her three-pointer is an air ball. Flames get the rebound. They bring it across half court. Ayestadish wide open for 3. Boom! Flames continuing this hot run. They lead 35-15. That is 8 straight points since we've started the quarter a minute and a half ago. Christopher Newport back on offense. Sherman circles around and back on the near wing to Malagar. Her three-pointer is off. Misses at front rim. The Flames get the board and run up court with it. Boone. Ayestadish. Over to Moore. Moore wide open for 3. Short though. The rebound to Christopher Newport. Gabby Sandiego will attack and now retreat. Dribble on the near wing. Second game in a row we've played a city. Inside to Kaloy. She's fouled and will shoot a couple of free throws. Trinity San Antonio or Grand Canyon, who had a career high, program high, and NCAA career high 17 assists. In this case, Gabby Sandiego is coming in averaging 5 points a game. First free throw is good for Hannah Kaloy, averaging 6.5 points a game, the senior from Herndon, Virginia. Makes the second as well. So that ends the Liberty run. Well, pauses it at least. Get you those numbers here in just a second. The Flames with the basketball. Athene off of a double team will lob across and have her pass stolen away. Orloff down to Sandiego. Outside to Snively. And then again to Sandiego. Sandiego drives but missed the shot. Boone was on her. Boone gets the rebound and now gets it up court to Athene. Athene with a high dribble on the far side. Goes baseline. There's nothing for her. Back outside to Boone. Boone bullet pass into Emily Howard, and Howard is able to make the catch and get the finish. Excellent assist by Asia Boone. Liberty back up by 20, 37-17. Under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Back on offense is Aaliyah Elliott. Her shot rejected by Brooke Moore. Moore also comes away with the basketball. Flames back on offense to a wide open Boone for three, but off the mark. Flames, one thing that hasn't gone well for them in this first half has been three-point shooting. Overall, still in the low 20s as far as that shooting percentage. Sydney Sherman down on the inside for Christopher Newport, has her shot blocked by Emily Howard, and the Flames get the ball back. Athene down to Boone. Boone's open for three again. She'll try once more. Nothing but net. Asia Boone. You can't give her too many good looks. She'll eventually hit one of those. Second three-pointer of the game. She's 2 of 5. Christopher Newport tries to answer. Snively's three is off the mark. Offensive rebound, Aaliyah Elliott, and is rejected out of bounds by Brooke Moore. Another block shot for the Lady Flames. They have 5 in the first 13 minutes and change of this basketball game. Liberty 40, CNU 17 on the inbound. A quick shot from Pritz misses. Liberty with the board. Flames almost give it away. Now they break through the pressure, get it to Steenbergen. She lobs inside to Howard, and Howard under the basket was still able to slip that in. And on the far side, a little bit of a kiss off the glass, and the Flames are up 42-17. Christopher Newport lost the basketball. Flames have a run out. Avery Mills 1-on-0, takes it the length of the court, but missed the lay-in. Steenbergen was there to get the rebound, and out of bounds to Liberty. So Avery Mills not happy with herself after missing the uncontested layup. We give credit to Steenbergen. She kept the play alive, and it eventually goes out of bounds and will be Flames basketball. Emily Howard to trigger in. Lobs up top to Steenbergen. Now to Bedoza. Bedoza lost it, but it slips over to Steenbergen. Steenbergen works baseline, turns one way, goes back the other. 3-second violation, though, called away from the basketball against the Flames. Liberty with the turnover. And I mentioned the fact that I said the Liberty run had ended, but you can go from a 20-2 run, and if it ends up being 35-4, then it's still going to be the run. It just hopefully was just paused, and we'll see what the numbers end up being as Christopher Newport is able to get it down low. And Negron, Ella Negron, gets her first 2 points. The Liberty lead is 42-19. Three-pointer far wing, Bedoza, nothing but net. So maybe the Flames are going to start to heat up a little bit from outside the arc as well. They've shot certainly well from inside the basket. Inside the lane, near the basket. As I say that, Christopher Newport throws the ball away. We've got a timeout with the Flames leading now 45-19. And I know when you look at it and you say, okay, this is a D3 game, It's an exhibition game for the D3 school. This would be the score you would expect, but this is a very, very good Christopher Newport squad. They're the 5th best team in the country in Division III. I don't think anybody on the Liberty coaching staff would have expected it to go as smoothly as it has so far, because this is a captain squad that forces a lot of problems, a lot of turnovers, and they usually score a lot of points. But it's been all Liberty so far. 4:38 to go, second quarter. Liberty 45, CNU 19 here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Don't miss a doubleheader of Liberty Flames basketball. This Saturday, get out to Liberty Arena in Lynchburg, where the Liberty Lady Flames take on North Carolina A&T at 2 o'clock. Then come back and see Liberty's men battle Mississippi Valley State at 7 o'clock. Take advantage of our 2 for $22 special and get a ticket to both games for just $22. That's this Saturday. Flames basketball at Liberty Arena in Lynchburg. Tickets and the 2 for $22 special at lubasketball.com.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. Jamie Hall here with you, and the Flames have jumped out to a 45-19 lead. And to recap the run that I was telling you about, the Flames had a 21-2 run. CNU scored a basket, so it was paused. Flames added 7 more points after that. So 28-4. You can choose which one sounds better to you, 21-2 or 28-4. That has helped Liberty break open what was a very close game in the early going. It was a 14-13 game. Liberty trailed by as many as 3. But it's been all Flames since then. 57% for the field for Liberty. Now 5 of 15 from 3 after a cold start. Christopher Newport 22% from the field and 1 of 8 from 3. Rebounding is 28-12 in favor of Liberty. Flames will have Steenbergen, Bedoza, Soldis, Mills, and Howard on the court. Bedoza with the basketball. Soldis now around on the far side. Steenbergen, Mills pass is knocked away, but it went off of the knee of Snively and out of bounds. So Liberty will hold on to the possession. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Anna to inbound, up top to Mills. Mills had 19 against Tennessee, her best game as a freshman. She's got it in the corner, takes a 3-pointer, and rattles it home. Avery Mills gets in the scorebook. Flames make it a 48-19 advantage as we approach the 4-minute mark of this second quarter. Interior feed to Negron. Her shot over the top has too much on it. The Flames get the rebound. Pressure in the backcourt. Mills and Bedoza do not get it over in time. 10-second violation. See a couple of close calls on the 10 seconds, but that's the first time that it was whistled legitimately. I mean, the other times the Flames had beaten it just barely. Christopher Newport has the basketball. They'll take a three-pointer in the near side corner. It's off the mark by Pritz. Flames get the board. Run it down court to Soldis for three. Too strong. Christopher Newport with the rebound. Haley Kellogg scoops into the basket and draws the foul. Another thing that, as many things that has gone well for the Flames during this game, the free throw line is one area that Christopher Newport has had an advantage in. They're 4-4. Flames have not taken a free throw so far in this game. First one from Dacos is off. Katrina Dacos, the freshman, 5'9". I hope I'm saying this right. Toweco, New Jersey. Missed them both. Flames the rebound. They break through the pressure. Soldis near side. Mills open for three. In and out. Rebound to Christopher Newport. They look to run. Kellogg into the paint. Now kicks outside to Snively. Snively lost the basketball. Mills was there defensively. Flames come out of the pack with it. Up court to Soldis. She's double teamed and stepped out of bounds. .250 to go, second quarter. Liberty on pace to score more than 100 points in this game. They've got 48 already. We've still got a couple of minutes before halftime. Captains on offense. Kellogg near side. Three-pointer Pritz is good. 48-22 Liberty. Mills to Steenbergen, lobs it up to Soldis. She's got a 2-on-1. Interior to Howard. Howard's able to catch and score with about a 5-inch height advantage. Liberty 50-22 and a steal. Mills comes up court to Steenbergen. She drives through and scoops it in. Flames forcing some turnovers of their own and getting easy points out of it. Liberty now up by 30. Largest lead of the game. Under 2 to go before halftime. Haley Kellogg slowing things down a bit, goes far side to Dacos. Now out to Pritz. Pritz, a bounce pass back to Dacos, lost it, it's loose again. Mills dives to the floor, hands it off to Bedoza, up court to Soldis. She's gonna drive, scoops into the basket and lays it in. Nice little Euro step for Emma. Christopher Newport was wanting a traveling violation, but that makes it 32 on the lead for Liberty. It's knocked out of play by the Flames with 1:25 to go in the second quarter. And for Emma Soldis, that was her first field goal as a Lady Flame. She had scored 5 points already, but all at the free throw line. Three-pointer near wing from Mia Wilson is good. That makes it 54-25. A minute to go before halftime. Steenbergen works her way down into the paint. She's going to be called for an offensive foul. .9 to go. We haven't seen Emma Hess since the early minutes of the game because she picked up 2 personal fouls. No one else for Liberty with more than 1 foul, and actually only 1 total foul called altogether for Christopher Newport. They go back on offense into the paint to Dornack, Jessica Dornack, working over on Emily Howard. Hit the back of the rim and the Flames get the rebound. Bounce pass to Mills. Mills is going to hold it near midcourt. 25 seconds to go in the half. Into Howard. Howard spin move baseline and banks it home. Beautiful play by Emily Howard. 56-25 Liberty. 15 seconds to go, and Christopher Newport quickly the other end. Not going to hold for the final shot. They could have. Instead, they attacked, and Mia Wilson was fouled. She'll shoot 2 free throws. For Emily Howard, she's now a perfect 4-4 from the field, 8 points. Ayes Dadish is 6 of 6 with 13 points down low, and Bella Smuda is 6 of 7 for 12 points. What's Bella doing? Missing a shot. Her other postmates are perfect. I think you'll take 16 of 17 from the post. Free throws off the mark. Flames get the rebound. They'll have a chance to score before halftime, leading 56-25. Athene across the half. 5 seconds to go to Mills. Back to Athene. 3 on the clock. Now to Mills again. She's going to pull from 3. Got it! Avery Mills bangs a 3 at the buzzer, and an excellent first half for the Lady Flames comes to a close, leading 59-25. Avery Mills with a sidestep three-pointer to get her 6 for the half. 6 points for the half. And the Liberty lead is 34. This is the largest lead of the game so far for Liberty. They actually trailed by 3 in the first quarter. Well, that was exciting. We knew it was going to be high energy and a fast pace, a lot of substitutions for both teams. They've used their entire roster, so I'll do the math here real quick. I'm pretty sure Christopher Newport used everybody. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 18 players for Christopher Newport. 12 for Liberty. So 30 players have played in this game so far. I'm going to take a break, and we're going to throw it back to the studio after this timeout. And Trey will take over, and he'll let us know what's going on, because there's a lot going on around the world of college basketball and college football. Some big games happening on this Saturday, and we'll find out all about it after this timeout. But once more from here in Liberty Arena, the Lady Flames lead Christopher Newport 59-25 at the intermission here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord. And coming soon, Larry's Tire will expand to a new service center in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Black Friday savings have started early at Lynchburg Nissan. Enjoy up to $8,300 off MSRP on select 2024 models, or get 0% financing on 5 of our most popular models. These savings won't last long, and with inventory moving fast, now's the time to take advantage. Plus, trade in your car and receive up to 130% of fair KBB value. That's right, huge savings, 0% financing, and large trade-in values. Black Friday starts now. Head to Lynchburg Nissan today.
Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts major dental insurances. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Mural Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com. The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
First half is history. Now it's time for the Lady Flames halftime report, presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team, proud supporter of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now let's get a check of the out-of-town scoreboard, built by Frank Good Builders.
Halftime here. Your score, Liberty 59, Christopher Newport 25. My name is Trey Lyle here in the studio. Liberty with the buzzer beater right before half. Avery Mills getting that to extend the Flames' lead. Let's get to our Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Starting the only game in Conference USA in women's college basketball is the Liberty Flames as they're up 59-25. So we'll go right to the top 25. Ole Miss up on Alabama State 86-24. That game is in the fourth quarter. Also in the fourth quarter, a good one. Number 24 Louisville up on Colorado 63-57. That's 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter in that one. George Mason only trailing number 10 Maryland by 3, 41-38. Other games of note in the top 25 tonight, the new number 1 team in the land coming off their big win over South Carolina last week. UCLA will take on Fresno State. That game is in Hawaii. In the Cayman Islands, number 3 Notre Dame will take on Utah. And number 12 West Virginia will take on Boise State. Number 5 Texas will take on Baylor. Number 17 TCU will take on South Florida. Couple finals for you. Purdue it does fall to that number 4 South Carolina team 99-51. And actually, we did have a game in Conference USA today that our team in Conference USA, Middle Tennessee State, they fell to number 15 Iowa State in the Fort Myers tip-off 75-59. Moving to the gridiron in college football, starting in Conference USA. The biggest game of the day will be between Western Kentucky and Jacksonville State. If Western Kentucky gets it done, they will head to the Conference USA Championship game. If they lose, they will face Sam Houston State after their big win yesterday over Liberty. Will head to take on this Jacksonville State team. 7-3 our score in the second quarter. Western Kentucky does lead in that one. A game in the fourth quarter in Conference USA, FIU 35, Middle Tennessee 23. Middle just did score a touchdown. 7:23 left in that one. Other games in Conference USA in the second quarter in both. Louisiana Tech 14, Kennesaw 0, and New Mexico State 17, UTEP 7. In the top 25, let's start with the big game, or the big result of the day. Despite the 6-5 record coming in, Michigan has now won its 4th straight in the game, winning 13-10 over Ohio State. They get that big win in that one. Tennessee gets it done 36-23 in a game in the Palmetto State. South Carolina 17, Clemson 14. Lenora Sellers with the incredible late touchdown to give the Gamecocks the lead. Other important results going on right now. Penn State 17, Maryland 7, tied at 7 between Notre Dame and USC. 21-14, Miami looking to get to the ACC Championship game with a win. They are up by 7 in the second quarter against Syracuse. Alabama 7, Auburn nothing. And that was your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. When we come back here, we will update you about your Liberty Flames, talk a little bit about their unfortunate loss last night to Sam Houston, as well as other results from your Liberty Flames. Your halftime score, Liberty 59, Christopher Newport 25. This is Liberty Flames, presented by Van Wagner.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500. Or visit them online at ThompsonBrooksInsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com. and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPro's 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Now back to the halftime report presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Welcome back inside our studios. Your halftime score, Liberty 59, Christopher Newport 25. Time for an update about your Liberty Flames. The men's basketball team did get a big win yesterday, coming off the Paradise Jam championship win over McNeese. They get a big win over Central Penn, 93-36. They get that done to improve on the season. Flames staying hot on the hardwood there as well. Unfortunately for football, a 2-point conversion falls short in a comeback attempt against Sam Houston. They fall 20-18. Yesterday, the game, you could have heard it on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Coming up this week for Liberty, a lot of track. They have a track event Thursday and Friday is the Liberty Kickoff, followed by the Sharon Collier Danville season opener. That is next Saturday. When we come back, we'll have your second half action for you. We'll head back to the court. Jamie Hall will have the second half. Your halftime score, 59-25. The Lady Flames lead, looking to continue their hot first half with a hot second half. I'm Trey Lyle. I'll be back for the post game. And thank you so much for listening to Liberty Flames women's basketball. Second half coming up, presented by Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? I respond, we are an arch support store. When you come in, our staff is going to welcome you and listen to your needs. We want to learn about you, your lifestyle, your work, and the types of shoes you enjoy wearing. Then after measuring your feet, we are going to fit you from a selection of over 300 styles and sizes of arch supports. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local buyer.
It's almost time for the second half. Now back to the arena for a check of the stats from the first half, presented by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
Solid first half of the game for Liberty. After trailing by as many as 3 in the first quarter, we'll let you pick the run that sounds the best. They went on a 21-2 run that turned into a 28-4 run that culminized as a 40-9 run. So what do you like best, 21-2, 28-4, or 40-9? Normally I probably wouldn't do a run that has a 9 on the end of it, but 40 is such a big number. I think that's what I would probably say, 40-9. And of course, anytime you have a 40-9 run, there's going to be some smaller, significant runs, scoreless streaks intertwined. The stat that stands out to me is looking at this score sheet, and for those that are watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can kind of see it on our live stream. And if you're just listening in on the audio and you didn't realize that there was a way that you could, not that you want to watch me for 4 quarters, but you will get to see Coach Green and our player of the game and see the crowd and the atmosphere a little bit behind me. But if you could see that stat sheet that I just showed you, 30 different players played in the first half between the two schools. 18 for Christopher Newport and 12 for Liberty, which is, I'm pretty sure that's everybody that's available. Everybody that was uninjured and able to play played in the first half, and Christopher Newport travels a softball-sized team. And I don't mean like the softball itself, but a softball-sized roster. But and they all play, and they generally play well, but they didn't play as well today so far anyway. 24% shooting, the Flames 61% from the field, 7 of 19 from 3. Warmed up quite a bit from outside the arc as the game went along. Those are your Century Exteriors outside shooting numbers. Christopher Newport 3 of 11 from downtown. Captains 4 of 8 from the free throw line. The Flames did not shoot a free throw, so no meals yet for our Food Line Feed Score to Give More campaign, but hopefully we will sort that out in a little bit. And we started the second half. Christopher Newport's coach is still being interviewed by TV. So they blew the horn and said, we're not ready to start, and I think that's fair. You probably need to let both coaches be on the sideline. A little bit of a miscue with the, well, I don't know. I really don't know whose miscue that was, the timeout coordinator or if it was the officials that were just in a hurry to get going. Trying to catch some of those early Cyber Monday deals. Of course, I think Black Friday and Cyber Monday kind of morph into each other now. Liberty with the basketball to start the second half, and they throw it away. Turnovers were not as big a problem as you might have expected in the first half for Liberty against a team that forces 34. Christopher Newport with the basketball. A jump shot on the near side baseline is off the mark, but then a steal after the Flames got the initial rebound, and the Captains go back on offense. Top of the arc, Lindsay into the paint as her shot knocked out of bounds. Flames now with 6 block shots in the game. Flames had a 15-0 points in the paint. I'm sorry, a 38-6 advantage in points in the paint. 15-0 fast break point advantage, which is not something you normally see, and something that Christopher Newport would usually have the better side of. Turnover by the Captains on the inbound will give it back to Liberty. So a sloppy start to this third quarter. Score still 59-25 Liberty, 9:13 to go. Flames will see some pressure. Inbound pass comes across half court eventually to Ayestadish after a couple of feeds between Hodges and Boone. Underneath it goes to Smuda, and Smuda had her shot blocked from behind by Lindsay. Very rare to hear a Bella Smuda shot blocked. Back the other side, San Diego lost the handle. Liberty with the board. Hess drives, kicks on the near wing to Boone for 3. Nope, but an offensive rebound from Ayestadish, who had an excellent first half. We'll get you some individual numbers from the first half here in just a moment. Hodges, hook pass underneath to Smuda. Smuda settles and scores. Bella Smuda now with 14 points. That leads the Lady Flames in scoring. Ayestadish has 13. Elizabeth 6 of 6 in the first half. Pull-up jumper near wing from Malagar is good. That cuts the Liberty lead back to 34. That 36-point lead was the largest of the game so far. Pressure by Christopher Newport. The Flames, a couple of passes over the top to beat it. They get down to Hess. Hess for three. Got it. Emma Hess, who didn't get a lot of minutes in the first half because of foul trouble, gets her first basket of the game. Only played about 5 minutes in the first half. An answer from San Diego on the other side. And it's now 64-30. So the 64-27 lead, that's the largest for the Flames. Liberty with the basketball. Jordan Hodges takes it to the hoop. Hits the deck. It's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Liberty with 19 seconds to shoot. Inbound pass up to Hodges. She looks into Smuda, lobs to her, high post. She take a hard dribble to the right side and draw the foul. We'll see the first free throws of the game for Liberty. So now a 37-point lead is the largest lead of the game for Liberty. That was just a moment ago. Now it's at 34 and a chance for Smuda to make it 36. Rims out. Bell on the season came in shooting 82% from the free throw line. Makes the second. She has 15. Liberty 65-30. San Diego on offense for the captains. Kicks out to Kaloy. Kaloy fades from 15 and knocks it home. Again, this game will not count in the standings for Christopher Newport. It will for the Flames. Liberty gets through some pressure. Flames going from right to left. Hodges to Hess. Hess floats to the hoop but missed the shot. Tips her own rebound back outside to Hodges. Now to Hess in the corner for three. Short. And Christopher Newport with the rebound. Down on the other end is Malagar. Malagar gives off to Lindsay. She lost her footing, went to the floor. Flames come out with the basketball down to Hess. Hess with the left-handed layup, missed. And the rebound to Christopher Newport. To Lindsay. Lindsay outside to San Diego. San Diego back out to Lindsay for three, short. And Smuda with the rebound. Bella Smuda with 7 boards in the game, 15 points. Flames get it to Hess. Hess for three, off the mark. Rebound Christopher Newport, a one-on-one. Malagar and Ayestadis, she'll pull up from 15 and hit. This is a better Christopher Newport team offensively than what we have seen in this basketball game. They trail by 31. They came in shooting 45% from the field and scoring almost 85 points a game. Smuda will have it tied up down low. The arrow will give it over to the captains. Christopher Newport makes a complete line change. The Flames will make 1-2 changes themselves, 1 or 2. Let's see, 2. Smuda comes out and Howard comes in. Moore rejoins the game and Hess will come out. .5:35 to go, third quarter. Liberty up by 31. Driving towards the hoop is O'Connor. It's knocked away. The Flames. Ayestadis up court to Hodges. Hodges tried a bullet pass to Boone, but it skips out of bounds. It really did kind of look like if you had a flat rock and you're throwing it across the lake. Just kind of skipped across the floor. Too low for Asia to be able to make a play on it. 12th Liberty turnover. Christopher Newport's O'Connor goes one-on-one in the paint with Ayestadis. Dips and then dishes out to Orloff. Her jump shot is too short, and the Flames get the rebound. Look to run it the other way. Hodges takes it all the way into the hoop. It deflects off of a couple of players' hands. It's loose on the floor and eventually picked up by Christopher Newport's Mia Wilson. Down to Kellogg. Kellogg to Snively, and she's fouled. Because we are under 5 minutes to go, we'll have a media timeout. Liberty 65, Christopher Newport 34, and it will be the captain's basketball when we come back from this timeout here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic, 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank & Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank & Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank & Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Good crowd on hand here in Liberty Arena for the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Students don't get back on campus until Monday for classes. I'm sure some are trickling in over the weekend, but classes don't start back until Monday. And then 1 week of classes before finals, and then they're off for Christmas break. A short turnaround, just the way the calendar fell. Thanksgiving very late this season. Talk about the history of Christopher Newport and the fact that they've gone to Final Fours and they've gone to championship games in Division III. They've also got one of the best that's ever played the game. Inducted into their Hall of Fame back in 2017. Chelsea Schewers, class of 2011. And let me read off some of the numbers that she had. Went on to play professionally, played in Australia for quite a long time, and I believe, if I understand correctly, is now officiating in college basketball, starting up that section of her career now. But Chelsea, she finished up with 2,869 points, only the second player in Division III history to eclipse the 2,800 point plateau. She also has the 4th highest points in a season and the 17th highest points ever scored in a season. She had 870 one year and 759 another year. The most three-pointers in a season, 133 as well. So this was the lefty. She hit a lot of three-pointers in her collegiate and professional career and is the pride of Christopher Newport. Captains with the basketball as we get back underway. Shot off the mark, but they get an offensive rebound, a second chance at it. Mia Wilson draws a foul. She'll go to the line for 2 shots. .427 left to go in the third quarter. The Liberty lead is 31. Flames have missed their last 5 field goals and had 3 turnovers during about a 3-minute scoring drought. Liberty was up by as many as 37. The lead after this first free throw is now 30. Second free throw's off the mark, though. The lead holds at 30. The Flames get the rebound. They'll break through some pressure and have a 2-on-1 the other side. Boone bounces it down low, and it's kicked away by Orloff. So Liberty will have 23 seconds to shoot. They'll inbound on the baseline. Give Orloff credit, though. She had a 2-on-1 against her, and she broke the play up enough that the Flames have to inbound to Boone for 3. Boom. Asia Boone from deep. 9 points for her, her third three-pointer of the game in 16 minutes of playing time. Makes it a 68-35 Flames lead. A steal by Athene. Athene, some nice fancy dribbles behind the back. Now down court to Boone. Boone looks to the paint instead. Will drive, scoops, and scores on the left side. Asia Boone with back-to-back baskets. Flames up by 35. Three-pointer near side, or should say far side corner to Snively is off the mark, but an offensive rebound. Good hustle by her in the corner to get her own rebound. It comes up top to Kellogg. Kellogg out on the wing to Wilson, and her three-pointer is good. Now 70-38 Liberty. Pressure by Christopher Newport. The Flames break it down to Moore. Moore's going to drive, lobs inside to Howard, and Howard's fouled. Free throws ahead for Emily Howard. But Moore had an open three. Realized that if she attacked, she would have a 2-on-1. Gave Howard the easier shot attempt. Christopher Newport. Orloff was able to fall back defensively quickly enough to keep her from shooting the layup cleanly, and now a couple of free throws for Emily Howard. Howard 7 of 8 on the year from the free throw line. And this one rattles home. Front rim, back rim, went about 2 feet in the air and nestled into the net. 71-38 Liberty. Make it 72-38. Christopher Newport back on offense. Going into the paint is O'Connor. She has her shot blocked by Howard, and she keeps it in play. Liberty with the ball up court to Moore. Moore fakes the three, comes to Athene. Athene crosses it over, nothing for her. Back out to Moore. Moore attacks, goes down low with the left hand and scores. Brooke Moore, our Foster Fuels Who's Hot coming into this game. She had 9 in the loss against Grand Canyon. She's playing some pretty good basketball right now. Only 5 points in this game, but 3 assists and 3 rebounds in only 10 minutes of playing time. And a steal now. She picks off a pass, streaks down court on the right side and lays it in. 2 straight baskets for Brooke Moore. Liberty 76-38. 38-point lead, largest of the game. Now steal by Athene. Up court to Mills. Mills behind the back pass to Moore, who lays it in. Avery Mills gets this crowd on their feet. The LCA graduate with some Showtime Laker moves. Wow. Timeout called by Christopher Newport. Liberty up by 40. 1:57 to go. Here in this third quarter with that timeout, we'll take one as well. You're listening to the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Well, that was exciting. Avery Mills with a highlight reel assist. Gives the Flames now a 40-point lead over Christopher Newport with 1:57 to go in the third quarter. Earlier in the game, when Bella scored her 4th point, that moved her into 10th. She's now surpassed, actually that moved her past Bridget Redstadt for 10th on the all-time scoring list. Elizabeth Ayestadish has a new career high scoring. She's got 13 points in this game, a perfect 6 of 6 from the field. Brooke Moore has a career high in blocked shots in the game. 3 for her, and the Flames as a team has 8 blocked shots. (22) assists for Liberty as a team. Actually now, I'm sorry, 23. 23 assists is the season high for Liberty as far as getting in the last one that put them over the season high was the best of the night, Avery Mills. Emily Howard now has double digits. She's got 10 points. First time in her career she's had back-to-back double-digit games. And the attendance in Liberty Arena has been announced at 1,041, which is excellent. Over 1/4 capacity for a game on the day after Thanksgiving, or the day after Black Friday, Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend, when the students aren't even in town. There's no band, and the city has certainly shown up well for the Lady Flames. As I say that, Christopher Newport, after the timeout they'd called, inbounds to Madison McKenzie. She draws a foul and will shoot some free throws. That is definitely one category that Christopher Newport has excelled in this game. Is getting to the free throw line. They haven't hit a particularly high percentage. They have gotten there more than the Flames. They're 5 of 11. Liberty is 3 of 4. Both free throws missed, though. Flames get the rebound. Steenbergen has it stolen away. And I protected the camera. I tried to make the catch, but in that spot, I'm not going to worry about catching the ball. It was coming straight for the tablet and the webcam, and so we had to just save the day, deflect it away, don't be a hero, and try to make a slick catch. Flames go back on offense. It goes on the inside to Emily Howard. She takes it into the paint. Shot falls. Foul called for Emily. Chance for her to get to a baker's dozen for the afternoon. Liberty leads 80-38. And I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, and sometimes you can almost be overly congratulatory of your opponent to a point where it's maybe not deserved, but this is a very good Christopher Newport team. They're the 5th best team in Division III. And they're 7-0 coming into this game at their level. It's driving into the hoop as Dacos, her shot blocked away and out of bounds. It'll stay with Christopher Newport. 81-38, Liberty on the inbound. Three-pointer comes up short. Steenbergen with the rebound for the Flames. Back down court. She's left open for 3, but missed it out of bounds. Christopher Newport. Flames are on a 16-3 run over the last 3:06. That was after a little bit of a lull that they had. They went about 3 minutes without scoring. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Christopher Newport's jumper is off the mark. That was San Diego with the shot. The Flames run it out the other way. Howard lays it in. Emily Howard with the pass. Catch over her shoulder like a receiver. Finished it off. It's a 45-point Flames lead. Another three-pointer for Christopher Newport is short. Pritz, but an offensive rebound and a second chance added for Pritz. She hits. Flames back on offense. Claudia Athene running the point. Emily Howard now with a career high of those 15 points. Already had a career high of 4 block shots. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Athene has her pass knocked away, and then she deflects what would have been an easy layup the other end out of bounds. So even though Claudia gave up the turnover by getting her hands in the passing lane, was able to keep Christopher Newport from getting an easy layup. They inbound and are not going to get a shot off before the horn sounds to end this third quarter of play. Liberty 83. Christopher Newport 41. Flames on pace to easily surpass 100 in this game at the rate things are going. I was really good at math, which I'm not. I would say the Flames, let's see. They should get 27, 28 points if they stay at this current pace. So if it was 27, that would be 110. So they're on pace for around 110. And again, this is a Christopher Newport team that they normally, at their level, score 84 points a game and hold opponents to 59. And the Flames have played teams in the top 5 of Division III over the years and had to really kind of battle and have, 10, 12-point wins. This is a D3 school, but a very good D3 school, and the Flames have made them have a very uncomfortable day so far. We'll take a break and be back with the fourth quarter after this on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at GentryLock.com.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haleys.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Don't miss a doubleheader of Liberty Flames basketball. This Saturday, get out to Liberty Arena in Lynchburg, where the Liberty Lady Flames take on North Carolina A&T at 2 o'clock. Then come back and see Liberty's men battle Mississippi Valley State at 7 o'clock. Take advantage of our 2 for $22 special and get a ticket to both games for just $22. That's this Saturday. Flames basketball at Liberty Arena in Lynchburg. Tickets and the 2 for $22 special at lubasketball.com.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
The stat sheet looks pretty skewed towards the Liberty Flames in this basketball game. Lady Flames shooting 58% from the field. They've held Christopher Newport to 27%. Liberty now 9 of 25 from 3, 36%. Christopher Newport 6 of 19. Free throw line, Liberty only 4 of 5. Christopher Newport has gotten 7 more shot attempts, but have actually only made 1 more free throw, 5 of 12. Turnovers 14-12, Liberty with a couple more. Rebounding though, 45-24 Liberty, including 13 offensive rebounds, but Christopher Newport has actually held their own in that category. They have 12 offensive boards and 9 second chance points, Flames with 15. Points in the paint though, 52-8 Liberty, and fast break points 21-0. So the Flames have kind of been able to beat Christopher Newport at their own game. They like to force turnovers and get easy baskets. The Flames have been able to do that themselves. On the inbounds, Liberty with the basketball. Nice pass from the post down low to Athene, and Athene is able to finish. 85-41 Liberty. Three-pointer near wing. Pritz is good. Pritz now with 9 points for Christopher Newport. Flames get through the pressure. Go back inside to Howard. Howard goes up with the left-handed hook and might have been contested. I don't know, she either put too much on or it might have been partially blocked. Back the other end of the court, Christopher Newport stepped out of bounds. That was Madison McKenzie on the near side. Right in the corner, right along the baseline and sideline, stepped out. Athene for Liberty. Cross court pass to Steenbergen, now to Mills. Mills for 3, off the mark, out of bounds. Avery Mills with 6 points, 5 assists, and a rebound in 14 minutes of playing time. Smuda and Howard lead the way with 15 points each. Steenbergen has 4 points, but a team-high 8 rebounds. Ayestadish with 13 points. All of those came in the first half on 6 of 6 shooting. Christopher Newport had it, lost it, got it back, and now a 15-foot jumper from Dakos pops out, and Liberty with the board. Athene goes one-on-one with Dakos. And then dumps a hook pass on the inside to Howard. Nice catch and finish by Emily Howard. She continues to add to her career high. Emily with 17 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of assists as well, and only 17 minutes of playing time. Three-pointer far wing is an air ball by Dakos. Liberty with the rebound and an up-court pass to Avery Mills. She's able to slide through and score. Liberty 89, Christopher Newport 44 with still 7:57 to go. This game is flying right along. About an hour and a half in. We certainly are on pace to have less than a 2-hour game. Probably closer to, well, yeah, maybe. My guess is an hour 50, hour 49. I think the officials are probably going to let them play a little bit as we go down the stretch. Shot by Newport goes out of bounds, and the Flames get the rebound. Or I should say it goes out of bounds, Flames inbound. Athene, Moore, Howard, Steenbergen, and Mills. It goes back door to Steenbergen. She'll bounce it underneath to Howard. Howard has to collect it. Defended pretty well. Pass just was a little delayed getting to her, and because of that, she didn't have a clean look. Rebound to the captains. Three-pointer near wing. Pritz, no good. The board to Liberty. Steenbergen to Athene. Now to Moore. Moore drives into the paint on the right side and lays it in. Brooke Moore with 11. Now the question is going to be, Liberty leading 91-44. The game is not in doubt. But from our standpoint is who is going to be our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game. We've got a ton of candidates. As a timeout is taken by Coach Bill Broderick of Christopher Newport, which will bring us to a full media timeout. But we look a couple of stats before we take the break. Emily Howard certainly deserves it. 17 points, 7 of 9 shooting. Brooke Moore with 11 points on 5 of 8 from the field, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Avery Mills, she could finish up strong. She's already playing well, 8 points, 5 assists, a couple of rebounds. Elizabeth Ayestadish, perfect from the field, 6 of 6, 13 points. And Bella Smuda has 15 on 7 of 9 shooting and 7 rebounds. So really could go any way. We'll see what happens in the final 7:05. Liberty 91, Christopher Newport 44. Here on the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
91-44. Liberty with the lead over Christopher Newport. From here in Liberty Arena, this ties a record for the most points the Flames have scored in this building. 91. They also did it against Kennesaw State back on March 5th of 2023. Flames still have over 7 minutes to try to get 9 points and hit triple digits, which would be the first time since December 16th of 2017 when the Flames got 105 points against Shippensburg. Flames had 93 earlier this year against Tennessee. Slightly different opponent. So you'd say offensively you probably would take the 93 against Tennessee over whatever this ends up being today, but the 93 against Tennessee was a loss. Flames gave up 109 in that game. Christopher Newport will have the basketball when we get back to action here momentarily. The Flames have scored the last 6 points. A 47-point lead is the largest for the Flames. They did trail by 3 in the early going. Christopher Newport with the basketball. McKenna Snively will try to lob it on the interior to Dornack. She has to just save it from going out of bounds because the pass had too much on it. And ends up throwing it out of bounds on the sideline. Anna Bedoza will come back in for Liberty. Flames get it down to Emma Soldis on the near side to Mills. Mills with 20 seconds to shoot, shuffled her feet. Traveling violation for turnover number 16 against Liberty. They've forced 14 turnovers in the game, but considering this is a Christopher Newport team that averages forcing 34 a game and they usually get 17 steals a game, Flames have actually done pretty well in holding up against the pressure. Captains back on offense. They get a couple of shots at it. The first by Elliott was a miss, but an offensive rebound and putback. I was unfortunately completely shielded by the official, so I didn't see who scored that hoop. We'll figure it out here in a minute as Emma Soldis comes back the other way for Liberty, drives to the hoop and scores on the left side. 93-46 Flames. Three-pointer from Snively pops out and the Flames get the rebound. Bedoza up to Mills. Mills steps back for 3. Got it. Avery Mills now in double digits. She's got 11 to go along with a couple of rebounds and 6 assists. Trying to make a case for player of the game herself. Snively, near wing, 3, air ball. Rebound to Mills, now to Moore. Moore, who's also in the running for that category, goes all the way down and lays it in. 98-46 Liberty. On the inbound, it's knocked away. Flames are going to make a substitution. Mills will come out of the game. Jordan Hodges will come back in. Hodges only played 11 minutes in the game so far. They've not needed her. She's had a couple of points. I don't mean that in a bad way. Of course they need Jordan Hodges, but in this particular game, the score got out of hand pretty early in the second quarter. So the starters haven't played as many minutes, but there's a couple of them in there at the moment. Hodges and Smuda. Smuda had her hands on the ball for a moment, but couldn't quite secure it. Dornack picks it up and lays it in. 98-48. Flames break through some pressure. They get it back to Moore, and then her pass is stolen away. Mia Wilson will get it down low to O'Connor. O'Connor has it rejected by Bella Smuda. Flames with another block shot. Up court pass to Moore. Moore back up to Hodges. Hodges looks back door, nothing for. Instead, we'll go to Soldis on the near side. She drives and kicks and lost the handle. Wilson back the other end for the captains. All the way through, and a foul called against Liberty. Christopher Newport has done a pretty good job of drawing some contact, getting to the free throw line. This will be their 13th and 14th free throw attempts. Unfortunately for them, they've only hit 5 so far. Elizabeth Ayestadish will check back into the game. She's got 13 points on 6 of 6 shooting, 6 rebounds. First free throw from Wilson is off the front rim. The score holds at 98-48. Flames have led by as many as 52. Trailed by 3 in the early going. Second free throw is good. Flames a basket away from 100 for the first time since 17, and they're going to get it right here. Underneath, Ayestadish passes to Smuda, and Smuda lays it in for triple digits. Liberty leads 149. Captain's back on offense. Jumper from Elliott. It's too strong. Rebound Liberty. 1:40 to go in the basketball game. Flames up 149. Bedoza is cut off. Now goes baseline. Kicks across to Hodges. Hodges a nice catch. She's still got 11 seconds to shoot. Dribbles towards the corner. Now back into the middle. Goes through on the left and lays it in. Jordan Hodges with 4 points. Liberty up 102-49. A quick jumper goes askew, and the Flames get the rebound. Hodges back on offense, out to Bedoza. 3 even to go. Bedoza drives and kicks to Ayestadish. Fake the 3, goes baseline, spins into the paint. Kicks out to Soldis for 3, short. Rebound Bedoza, bounce pass under to Smuda, and she lays it in. Bella Smuda, 17 points. Now ties Emily Howard with 17. It's 104-49. We're going to have a timeout taken by Christopher Newport. That is their final timeout, which brings us to a media timeout. 2:33 left to go in this game. Liberty up 104-49. This 55-point lead is the largest of the game so far for the Lady Flames. We'll be back with the remaining little over 2.5 after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my good feet story, how I love my arch supports so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena, and that must not have been a full media timeout because we've missed a couple of baskets as we finished up those spots. Avery Mills scored for Liberty. She now has 13 points. O'Connor and Dornack each scored for Christopher Newport, and the Flames lead is 106-53. Captains with the basketball. Rising up near wing for three is Caitlin Crump. Crump with her first points. No one on Christopher Newport has double digits, but they have played 18, and the majority of them have scored. Liberty with the basketball. Soldis near wing. Her three comes up short. Christopher Newport with the rebound. 1:03 left. Up court pass. Almost goes awry, but they are able to save it. Captains reset. Free throw line. Now a dribble handoff to O'Connor. O'Connor took an extra step. Traveling violation. Will give it back to Liberty. Flames have over 10 shot blocks in a game for the first time since 2017. First 100-point game since 17 as well. And the first time with 30 or more assists since 2007. Two teams trade turnovers. Liberty gets the basketball to Athene, and she traveled as well. A little bit of a sloppy ending. Turnovers are up above 20 for the game. Under 30 seconds to go. 106-56 Liberty. Christopher Newport on the drive, and they draw a foul. Wilson was bumped. She'll have a chance to actually get into double digits. She has 8 points in the game right now. At this point, you just want to make sure everybody gets out healthy with the way the game has gone. And after you saw what happened to Caroline Shirey at the end of the Grand Canyon game, your heart breaks for her. Don't know the extent of the injury yet, but it certainly seemed bad at the time. And that was, again, it was the other way around. Flames were down a lot, sort of clean-up time at the end of the game. Just don't want to see anybody get hurt. Free throws are good. The lead is 106-58. Flames can run the clock out. And they'll do just that. Bedoza dribbles at midcourt, and the 1,000 and change folks here at Liberty Arena now get on their feet to applaud the effort that the Flames showed them today, and a good solid contingent of Christopher Newport supporters that made the drive up from Newport News. Certainly not as enthusiastic, but this is a good Division III team. They're 7-0 on the year. They're going to be a contender, not just for a conference title, but for a national title. They're ranked 5th in the country. I know there's things that they'll take from this game that they know that they need to work on, but they have such an amazing height disadvantage to the Lady Flames that's a good part of why they were not able to stay on the glass. They were out rebounded 56-32. Well, Paul Carmody is standing over top of me right now, and I know what he needs to know, and we've been debating for the last quarter of the game as to who this would be. Bella Smuda had 19. We talked to Bello a lot. Emily Howard had 17. That's a career high for her. She certainly deserves it. Brooke Moore had a career high 13 points, but I just want to be able to talk to Avery Mills about that pass, and she had a great game too. Avery with 13 points, not quite a career high because she had career high against Tennessee, which is something we didn't get to talk to her about at the time either because we lost that game. So let's talk to Avery Mills. She'll be our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game, the local hometown hero that won a state championship for LCA back in the spring. We'll get a chance to talk to her for the first time. 6 assists, 13 points, 3 of 5 from 3, and a couple of rebounds in 20 minutes of playing time for Avery. That's who we'll talk to coming up a little bit later on here on the Coca-Cola Locker Room Report. We'll also get Coach Kerry Green on as well, of course, and get his thoughts on today's game. Liberty with the victory, 106-58 against Christopher Newport. We'll take a timeout and be back with the Locker Room Report right after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Black Friday savings have started early at Lynchburg Nissan. Enjoy up to $8,300 off MSRP on select 2024 models, or get 0% financing on 5 of our most popular models. These savings won't last long, and with inventory moving fast, now's the time to take advantage. Plus, trade in your car and receive up to 130% of fair KBB value. That's right, huge savings, 0% financing, and large trade-in values. Black Friday starts now. Head to Lynchburg Nissan today.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts have over 50 years of experience serving Lynchburg and the surrounding area. Their dental office in Forest is open and ready to serve you. Crossroads Family Dentistry provides all family and cosmetic dental needs and accepts major dental insurances. They're located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brauburgers. More information is available at CrossroadsFamilyDentistryVA.com.
The game is over, but we're just getting started with the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. Coming up, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair will present the final game statistics. Head coach Kerry Green will stop by to give his thoughts on the game, and we'll update the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Now let's head back inside the arena for the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
A fun game for the Lady Flames. They finish up with 106 points, most points scored since 2017. Most ever for the Lady Flames was 116 in a game against Glenville State back in 2011. Division I single game record. Didn't quite get to that number, but A lot of positives to talk about. Liberty finishes up shooting 60% from the field, 10 of 28 from 3. That's 36%. Your Century Exteriors outside shooting numbers. Christopher Newport only 28% from the field and 32% from 3. Christopher Newport did go to the line a little bit more than the Flames. They shot 8 of 16 from the free throw line. The Flames were 4 of 5. Means another 400 meals donated to local area food banks through the Food Line Feed Score to Give More campaign. As we continue on with our Frank Good Builder, well, we'll have our Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard coming up a little bit later on with Trey back in the studio. But let's finish up our Larry's Tire and Auto stats. The Lady Flames did turn the ball over 20 times, forced 16. Out-rebounded Christopher Newport 56 to 32. Oddly enough, though, the captains had more offensive rebounds, 15 to 14. The Flames didn't miss as many shots to have offensive opportunities as far as the glass was concerned, but still, that's a little bit of a surprising number. Points off turnovers, 13 apiece. This number is shocking. Points in the paint. Matter of fact, I'm going to get a pink highlighter. Go over that twice. 72 points in the paint for the Lady Flames in this basketball game. Coming in, the Flames averaged 71 points a game. Today, they scored more than that in the paint. CNU with just 16. There actually isn't paint here at Liberty Arena. There is a slightly darker grain of wood inside the lane and the key. And then actually most of the court, the only part that's this lighter grain is three-point line to the paint, or to the lane. There is no, I already said that. Fast break points 29-1 Liberty. Bench points 56-40 in favor of the Flames. There are a lot of individuals that played in this game. 30 players between the two teams got out on the court. 12 for Liberty. So scanning through the numbers for Christopher Newport, I don't know. It's like trying to find a good deal on Cyber Monday. The leading scorer was Mia Wilson. She had 10. She was the only player in double digits. Sarah Pritz off the bench with 9. Also Malagar, one of the starters for the captains, had 9. So those were the leading scorers for Christopher Newport. Their leading rebounder was Orloff with 4. So 4 rebounds led the way for Christopher Newport. For the Flames, their leading scorer was Bella Smuda. She finished up with 19 points and 9 rebounds on 9 of 11 shooting in 25 minutes of playing time. Or correction, in 19 minutes of playing time. She had a plus 25. That was the 25 I was looking at. So 19 for Bella, 17 for Emily Howard, 7 of 9 shooting from the field for Emily. 5 points to go along with that. Let me try again. 5 rebounds to go along with the 17 points for Emily Howard. 13 points for Elizabeth Ayestadish, 6 of 6 from the field. Actually, all 13 of those points came in the first half of the game. She also had 3 assists and 6 rebounds. 13 points also for Brooke Moore. Career high for her. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Those numbers would normally probably get her on the radio, but if you go one person down in the list, Avery Mills finished up a few minutes less playing time, 13 points as well, and 6 assists, a steal, and a plus 33, which is the highest number of anybody on the Lady Flames, plus 33. It means 33 more points were scored for Liberty than the opposition while she was on the court. Also had a couple of rebounds to go along with that. 11 points for Asia Boone and 6 boards. 4 points each for Peen Steenbergen, who had 9 rebounds to go along with that, tied Smuda for the game high in rebounding. 4 points for Peen, 4 points also for Emma Soldes, 4 points for Jordan Hodges, 3 for Emma Hess, who didn't play a lot of minutes in this game. She only finished up with 9 minutes. That's 9.5 minutes, probably the least she's played in a game. I don't want to say in her career, because that would be me just guessing, but I can't remember many times that she's only played 9.5 minutes in a basketball game, even back to her freshman season, but there might have been one somewhere along the way. Anna Bedoza also had 3 points, 3 assists to go along with that. 2 points for Claudia Athene. She finished up with a team high, or tied for a team high with 6 assists in the game. Flames as a team had 31 assists and 31 assists on 46 made field goals. Well, the locker room went fast because normally we would have time to go to a break and we would have a few commercials played and I would get the headset all set up, but Avery Mills has joined me, and Avery had to do a little bit of that herself. But instinctively, you went right where you needed to go. You sat where you needed to go. You knew you needed a headset. You picked up the headset. You got it on. So you're an old pro at this.
I just saw it sitting there. I figured I just put it on.
Instinctive, right? Everything's
I guess.
instinctive. Oh, well, we're going to do a little bit of house cleaning here because the folks that are watching in on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, they only saw half of you for a second there.
No.
So we don't need that. Yeah. We don't need that. So we got that all straightened out. We've got everything in order. I've read off, I think, all the stats that I needed to read off. So now we'll have a formal introduction. Avery Mills, our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game, now joins us on the broadcast. And Avery, the first thing that I'm going to show you on the stat sheet, you see I've put it in pink.
Yes.
And that's not that's not normally your area of the game. You don't, you're not patrolling the paint, but the fact that your team scored 72 points in the paint in this game is unbelievable, and you were able to help feed that paint a little bit with Bella and Emily and Liz all playing really well down low. What was going on down there?
Yeah, I mean, we just have some elite posts, like Coach Katie, obviously one of the best ever here at Liberty. She knows what she's doing, coaching them up, and we just have some elite posts. I see Emily got a little post on her back. I just hit her, her and Bella, they do a great job of sealing, and it's really easy for us guards to feed them because they do all the work. We just get it in there, and nobody's guarding them once they get it in there. So, yeah.
Definitely a height advantage for your team today, but not just in the post, but around the perimeter. Pretty much you had a couple inches all the way around, but they're a feisty team. They get in passing lanes. They try to pressure you. They put on that full court trap a lot of the game. 20 turnovers, you don't want to have 20 turnovers, but in the end, you also got a lot of easy points. Fast break points finished up 29-1, and that's something that we don't see a lot for Lady Flames teams. If you get 10 or 12 fast break points, you go, that was a pretty good game. But 29, you guys were kind of, running the court pretty well also.
Yeah, our point guards, again, they're just great. The bigs get the rebound, look for the one, and we're gone. Our coaches tell us just as soon as we get the rebound, get to your corner, and the point guards see us, and we're just pushing it. We had some easy layups today. I think our press break, we did pretty well. Obviously, 20 turnovers, not the best, but I think we were handling the pressure pretty well. Got some easy layups.
When I look down the list here, and I'll repeat this for some of those that may be just now tuning in, Bella had 19 and 9 rebounds. She could have certainly been the player of the game.
Love you, Red.
Emma Hess comes over to congratulate you. We look at, Elizabeth didn't miss a shot, 6 of 6, so 13 tough. Points. Emily Howard, come on, 17 points, career high for her, 5 rebounds. Brooke Moore, career high, 13 points. You had 13 as well. It was close. It was a hard decision. Do you know what got you the tiebreaker?
If I had to guess, maybe behind the back pass.
Behind the back pass. I'm a Laker fan.
Oh, okay.
And so I go back to watching the old videos. You ever watch the old videos of Magic Johnson?
Yeah.
And
I
that
see the
team?
highlights. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Some of the things that they used to do back in the '80s was pretty special. But so
Showtime.
Talk us through that play.
I mean, I saw, I think might have been Claudia or Anna. Somebody just passed it to me. I had a pretty open layup, but in the corner of my eye, Brooke, she's a speed demon. I saw her coming. She was maybe at half court, I don't know, but I saw her come in the corner of my eye. I was like, why not? We do it in practice. We do it goofing around. I was like, I could get it right now. Let me give it to her. So just threw her behind the back. She finished it. We're just having fun. So
crowd loved it.
Yeah.
1,000 folks here, over 1,000 folks. Not bad for the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And how much does that energize you when the crowd gets hyped up?
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Especially, I mean, just for me personally, being local, I know a lot of people that come to these games. So just looking out and seeing them here, I love it. It's awesome. And just seeing my family here and just the crowd, how electric they get, like on that pass or on any, good shot. It's just, it's awesome.
The big shot at the end of the half, too.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah. It's just, it's electrifying. I love it here.
Yeah. Now, your career high was against Tennessee, another game where the team put up a lot of points, but unfortunately you didn't get a win, so we didn't get a chance to talk to you after that game. But let's rewind a little bit to that. It's your freshman year. You're still kind of getting your feet wet. You're playing in Thompson-Boling Arena. It has Pat Summitt's name on the court, but it didn't seem to faze you.
Yeah, I mean, I've had people ask me that, why, why am I not that nervous and kind of calm when I'm out here? Honestly, when I'm out here with my teammates, we're all just so close. We're honestly family. So when we go out and play, I feel like we're just, we're just practicing together, or we're just out and we're just having fun together, I don't really pay attention to a lot of what's going on in the crowd or anything. I just go out and I just have fun because our chemistry is amazing. We're literally family. So when we go out, it's honestly just fun. So it takes a lot of weight off my shoulders, especially as a freshman. So yeah, we just have some fun.
Well, that was at least a junior answer you just gave right there. I'm going to say maybe even first semester senior, something like that. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
How much did winning that state championship in high school kind of help your confidence level and but then also maybe raise your expectations a little bit that you want to just keep winning?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a competitor, I love to win. So coming off that state championship, I was very excited. I was like, okay, we couldn't have done any better that season. We didn't lose a game, won the championship, me and Emmy. So yeah, that was awesome. And then going here, it's just the same mindset. I'm a competitor, I want to win every single game, whatever I have to do. That's, passing the ball, shooting the ball, playing defense, rebounding, I'm just a competitor. So yeah, that definitely fueled a little bit coming here to Liberty, but yeah.
Last thing, and probably the most important question, it's a two-parter. It's a Thanksgiving-related question.
Okay.
So what's the go-to Thanksgiving meal item, and then how much shopping did you get accomplished on Black Friday?
Okay. My go-to, I'm a big sweets person. I love dessert.
Amen.
I did bake a cake on Thanksgiving, a chocolate, a little bit of strawberry.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's usually pies. I think of pies.
Yeah, I'm not a big pie person, honestly.
Okay.
I do love some cake. So maybe I feel like that's such a horrible answer though, but I love chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake? No, there's nothing wrong
that's
with that.
That's not basic Thanksgiving.
Scoop of vanilla ice cream?
Yeah.
Make your own
exactly.
tradition.
Yeah, I love that. Shopping wise, I got a little bit, not a lot. I'm kind of waiting for Cyber Monday. I'm gonna go online.
I'm going to tell you a little bit of I don't know if this is a trick or a pointer or just something I figured out last night.
Oh, okay.
So I'm stressing out because we were at football yesterday and we're traveling back. We're not going to land till after midnight. So when do these sales go off? When is it 3 o'clock here? Is it 3 o'clock on the Pacific Coast? When is it?
Yeah.
So I've got all this stuff on Amazon. I've got it up on my phone. And we land and it's 12:15 and the sales aren't off. So it's I'm good. I must have until 3.
Yeah.
So I'm working on all this stuff. What I want to get, what I'm not going to get. I'm deciding. You got two things and you can't get them both. So which one are you going to get?
Right.
It becomes, I'm embarrassed to say, it was 3:01. So I got what I was going to get around 2:55, and then the clock hits 3:01. I go, I wonder what price it goes back down to now that it's after Black Friday. I hit refresh and it says early Cyber Monday sale, same price.
Oh my gosh.
So I think all the prices are going to be the same between now and Monday. It's just one
that's
big, long.
Wow, I actually did not know that. That's really good to know. I guess I'm going to go shopping sooner then.
There you go. Yeah, you could probably find some early early Cyber Monday deals right now.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. That was my public service announcement for all the fans out there.
Get you shopping.
Yeah, you can go shop right now. Listen to Coach Green.
After this.
Yeah, and then go do your shopping. Well, congratulations on a great game today, and a couple of electric moments between the end of the first half and then that behind-the-back pass. We're going to be talking about those for a long time. We'll see you, what do we got, a week? We got a strange to have that long without a game, but we'll see you here in a week.
Thank you.
That was Avery Mills, our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game. We're going to get Coach Kerry Green on here in just a second, get his thoughts about this victory. The Flames finish up with a 106-58 win. And somebody's left us a some gifts here on the table here. Looks like some nice earbuds. I don't think those were Avery's. I'm not sure whose those are. Coach was worried that maybe Avery had left. Maybe she did. I'm not sure. Let's see what they are. We'll give them away. First person that calls in.
No, they're mine. Finders, keepers, leaders, weepers. Come on.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
They probably don't work.
It's like the 10-second rule or whatever. You know, you're the first one to find it. You got it. Coach, let me talk about Avery Mills before we get into the game, because we just had a very nice conversation with her, and she gave some, I said either junior year or maybe even first semester senior year type answers to questions that you don't normally get those types of answers from freshmen. She seems very mature for her age. Now, I'm sure when she has 2 straight turnovers, you would probably call me out on that and say, how mature is she right now? You're going to make some mistakes as a freshman, but she seems like she's got her head on her shoulders.
Yeah, she's experienced, and she's a quality player, got a high basketball IQ. You know, she's still developing, but she's beyond her age and experience with just knowing the game and playing the game, and has good skills, good skill sets, and it always is a blessing to be able to shoot the ball, but her ball handling's pretty good. She sees the floor very well. You know, the game is more physical than high school, and, you know, she's adjusting to that, and yet you know, she had 6 assists. I mean, you're looking at the points, or 13 points, but she had 6 assists, so that means 12 more points, if not more. So that puts her at, you know, 25 points. She's impacted the game, plus whatever. I thought Claudia did a pretty good job coming in. She had 6 assists as well, and somebody had 5. Who had 5?
Let's take a quick. Brooke, I think. Yeah, Brooke. Yeah, Brooke Moore.
Yeah,
solid game for her. 13 points, 5 assists.
Oh, yeah. So both of those, you said Brooke with 13 points and Avery with 13 points and 6 and 5 assists. Well, you know, they really played well and had big eyes and shared the ball, and they both shot a real good percentage, I think. Yeah, 3 for 5, 60%, 5 for 8, and 6 for 9, and Brooke was 1 for 3. And that's an area that, because of her injury last year, Brooke Moore, she was just learning the game and changing again from high school. She's had a great recovery period. I think it helped her understand the game a little bit more, and her training, physical training, she's probably gained 10 pounds, and it's all muscle, and she's explosive, and every time she gets an opportunity, you know, she does better and better. You know, and she's still going through transition in practice. We're not having her in full practices. You know, she's got limitations on her practice days. So the future looks good. She just gets more time on the floor in practice, that she can get time on the floor in the games, and real pleased at the future, and certainly a much needed win for us and coming back home. And I once again say we had a wonderful crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Thanksgiving weekend. It's at 4 to 6 o'clock. You know, most people's watching those rival football games, and maybe still in a turkey eating coma
yeah.
from all that, or they're out doing the shopping spree all the way through Monday. And I think Monday is the internet type of shopping, in which any thing to try to get us to spend money that people try. Really pleased. I think our post players, they really played pretty well. The worst shooting was 50%, and we'll take that. And yet Liz was 6 for 6, and Bella was 9 for 11, and Emily Howard was 7 for 9. glad that they came to play today. And once again, I want to thank you to say thank you to the Flames Nation. We had a good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, could have easily had 6 players of the game. I mean, you really had some girls that all deserved to be on the radio today, and we kind of had to flip a coin. I told her that the behind-the-back pass, although that might not always get the thumbs up from the coaching staff, but that was the reason, because I'm a Magic Johnson fan. So when I saw that behind-the-back pass, that gave her the extra boost to get over the top and come on the radio to talk about it. Last thing for you, Coach, you've had a concentration of games, 3 games in 7 days, 3 games in 6 games earlier in November as well. Now it kind of loosens up a little bit. You've got a week before you play, and then you'll play a couple of, then you play another game, and then you've got another week, then you play a couple of games, and then you've got a pretty lengthy Christmas break. How would you evaluate this point in the season, 4-3, and then what's kind of the game plan with things sort of calming down a little bit now?
Well, the game plan is just to recover next week, yet build on. I feel like we still got to get better on our defense. It's too inconsistent. We started yesterday and looking at videos and going through drills that require our defense to be better and hold them accountable to those. So next week is take a deep breath, recover a little bit, get caught up to take the stress off of the academics. So get caught up so you're not stressed out in the following week. So we need to get ahead, finish the projects, turn all the stuff in that they need, because finals are just around the corner. And next week is really time to do that and recover. We're going to recover, work on our defense, clean up our offense. We're still a little sloppy with that, and not a little, but we've got to get better with it, and concentrate on the academics, and make sure I'll give them some time so they can go out and Christmas shop and buy me a Christmas gift.
Sounds like a pretty good plan. Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll see you here in about a week against North Carolina A&T.
Okay, thank you, and hopefully we get Flames Nation back out. We need that win. We want that win. That's a loss that hurt last year, and they're coming in here. They're always well coached, and they play a brutal schedule too. They play the Dukes and Texas and people like that early in the season, and it's hard to get those wins on the road, and they're going to come in here pretty seasoned and hungry, and we'd got to have Flames Nation out here. So thank you again, Jamie.
Thanks, Coach. That was head coach Kerry Green, and for those that were watching in, they might have seen me kind of waving, and I see Brittany Campbell-Hoyt is here at the game with her kids and husband and having a good time. Former Lady Flame great and Brookville High School great as well. So hello to her. Some hellos to pass along really quickly here, folks that were listening in on the feed. Philip in Maryland, Michelle in Richlands, Virginia, Linda locally here in Lynchburg, Oliver was listening from Myrtle Beach. We appreciate that, all those folks on Facebook, but also we've got YouTube as well. What we'll do now is we'll throw it back for our final spot break, and then Trey will finish things up in the studio with a look at your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard, as well as our plays of the game, I think is what it's going to be. But I think that's all we have here. We mentioned that Food Line Feeds, we had a few extra 100 meals, 400 meals I think it was, go to Food Line Feed Score to Give More campaign, and Century Exteriors outside shooting. Yeah, I think we got everything covered from our side, so we'll throw it back to the studio. Lady Flames get the win, 106-58 against Christopher Newport here in Liberty Arena. Back with more after this quick timeout.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Don't miss a doubleheader of Liberty Flames basketball. This Saturday, get out to Liberty Arena in Lynchburg, where the Liberty Lady Flames take on North Carolina A&T at 2 o'clock. Then come back and see Liberty's men battle Mississippi Valley State at 7 o'clock. Take advantage of our 2 for $22 special and get a ticket to both games for just $22. That's this Saturday. Flames basketball at Liberty Arena in Lynchburg. Tickets and the 2 for $22 special at lubasketball.com.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
You've been listening to live radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Free throws off the mark. Flames get the rebound. They'll have a chance to score before halftime, leading 56-25. Athene across the half. 5 seconds to go to Mills. Back to Athene. 3 on the clock. Now to Mills again. She's going to pull from 3. Got it! Avery Mills bangs a 3 at the buzzer. 38-point lead. Largest of the game. Now a steal by Athene. Up court to Mills. Mills behind the back pass to Moore, who lays it in. Avery Mills gets this crowd on their feet. The LCA graduate with some Showtime Laker moves. Wow. Timeout called by Christopher Newport.
That was your Thompson Brooks Insurance plays of the game, both done by our player of the game, Avery Mills. Welcome back inside the studio. Trey Lau here with you. Your final score, Liberty 101, Christopher Newport 58. 106, excuse me, LU, Christopher Newport 58. Let's get to our Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Starting in women's college basketball in Conference USA, Liberty, of course, got the wins. Someone else in Conference USA got the win was New Mexico State. They defeated Santa Clara 61-49. Also in the top 25, but also in Conference USA, Iowa State 75, the number 15 team in the land, gets the win over Middle Tennessee State. Other scores in the top 25 that are going on right now, both games into the third quarter. Number 1, UCLA 80, Fresno State 33, the number 1 team in the land, coming off the win last week against South Carolina, is cruising in that one. Upset brewing possibly. Number 3, Notre Dame 48, Utah 53, end of the third quarter there. Number 12, West Virginia 66, Boise State 33. Other scores, South Carolina, number 4 team in the land, 99, Purdue 51. Number 10, Maryland 66, George Mason 56. Ole Miss 89, Alabama State 24. Number 24, Louisville gets it done over Colorado 79-71. Moving to college football, starting in Conference USA, got a final for you. FIU 35, Middle Tennessee State 24, and other scores for you. In the third quarter, New Mexico State 24, UTEP 21, Louisiana Tech 17, Kennesaw State nothing. And a big game in the day. If Western Kentucky wins this game, they will head to the Conference USA Championship. If they lose, they will take on Sam Houston State. Who will both of those teams face if they move on? It will be Jacksonville State, who is actually Western Kentucky's opponent. Western Kentucky currently leads 13-10 6:13 left in the third quarter. In the top 25, biggest game of the day was the game. And Michigan wins for the fourth year in a row, upsetting number 2 Ohio State 13-10. Khalil Mullings leads the day for the Wolverines with 116 yards on the ground. Other finals in the top 25, number 8 Tennessee 36, Vandy 23, number 15 South Carolina 17, number 12 Clemson 14, number 23 Illinois 38, Northwestern 28. Games going on right now. Penn State, who will now head to the Big Ten Championship game if they can win due to the Ohio State loss, 38-7 over Penn State. Number 5 Notre Dame 35, USC 21. And another upset possibly blurring, Syracuse 35, Miami 28. That game is in the fourth quarter. That was your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Well, that will do it for here. Our final score, 106-58. Jamie, I believe you don't have anything left for us before we get on out of here?
No, we're good. Everything's good on this end. Thanks, man.
All right. That will do it. Flames win 106-58. Thanks so much for listening to this Liberty Flames women's broadcast presented by Van Wagner.